Alrighty, guys. Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Fitzbook TV here, aka Lauren33, and I'm back today with some NBA talk on the channel for you guys. So today we're talking NBA playoffs here on Fitzbook TV. Today we're talking about Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. Alrighty, so Game 1 took place. And oh shoot, my mic's falling. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. So game one took place in Boston tonight at the TD Garden, and a lot of people were doubting the Celtics. Even I was doubting the Celtics. You know, Celtics were or have been undefeated at home in the playoffs so far, and they played well. They haven't lost a single game in these playoffs so far, but they were going up, they were going up against LeBron. All right, and we know the Celtics were the second seed. Cleveland is the fourth seed, and basically a lot of people were surprised when Indiana took Cleveland to 7 games. But then, Toronto got swept by LeBron James in Cleveland. They got exposed again. All right, the fraud team. And then people like Charles, and I hate how people like Charles Barkley and Nick Wright, they go on their shows and they disrespect the Celtics. And then Celtics came out tonight and they blew out the Cavs. Absolutely, they took care of business. They defended home court, and they got off to a good start. There's a lot of people telling me that this series could go 7 games, and Boston actually had a chance. I'm gonna be honest, even as a Celtics fan, I did not believe that not because I don't believe in my Celtics team, is because when we don't have Kyrie, and that was the one that really is a downer, that we're not gonna get to see Kyrie versus LeBron, especially this year after everything that happened in the offseason, these two with the beef that they had. But the sad part for me was also that because I've been a Celtics fan my whole life, and I've seen LeBron have some amazing performances against Boston in the Garden. Most notably, he took Ray Allen, ended the Celtics dynasty. He also that magical performance he had against Boston, where remember how he destroyed Jason Terry, actually destroyed him in one of the most vicious dunks I've ever seen. I've also seen LeBron score 50 to 60 points on the Celtics in the Garden. He's had some memorable performances, and I'm scared that's gonna happen in Game 2, because we've seen some of LeBron's all-time great performances have been when he's been blown out in the game before in the playoffs, which is one thing. But tonight in Game 1, that's our focus on. We'll look forward to Game 2 at the end of the review. But it was Celtics led from the start of the game. They led from basically the whole game and never let up. They got off to a quick blitz in the first quarter. I was just getting back from work, and I got the notification from Bleacher Report. Celtics were up, I believe, 32. They went out like a 32-11 run to close the first quarter. I believe it was 18-36 at the end of the first, and I was excited. I was like, wow, I was not expecting this. And I was concerned because I didn't know how the Celtics if the Celtics could keep it up, because we've seen LeBron. LeBron has made some pretty terrific comebacks. We just saw in Game 1 against Toronto. Toronto had a 20-point lead at the end of the second quarter, and they blew it. And the Cavs came back to win Game 1, and then that basically took the heart out of the Cavs, or not the Cavs, Toronto, and LeBron and company went on to win that series. But the thing I want to stress is one thing, a couple points I want to make for this game. One, we saw the brilliance of Brad Stevens on display. All right, we saw how in the second round he basically exposed Ben Simmons, how weak Ben Simmons' half-court offense is. He exposed it, and basically he used that to his advantage to make the Celtics play better. And Philadelphia wasn't as efficient on offense as they should have been, and it led to the Celtics playing even stronger and eventually winning the series in 5 games. We saw that tonight. Marcus Morris, one thing that scared me is before the game, I believe last night, Marcus Morris went on Twitter or in an interview, and he said that basically he believes he's the best player in this league that could defend LeBron. And I was absolutely shocked because I was scared. A lot of people texted me telling me how scared I was, terrified too, because you don't want to give LeBron any extra motivation. It's kind of like that MJ factor. And I'm not trying to make a comparison here, but you kind of, one thing I would say that's similar between LeBron and MJ is you talk crap, you know, they're gonna bring to you next game. And but Marcus Morris backed it up today. Marcus Morris had a couple steals. Marcus Morris played better than LeBron today. LeBron had, I believe, 15 and 9. Marcus Morris had like 26, if I'm correct, 26 and 8. I'll have to check the box score real quick as doing this, but Marcus Morris did play, in my opinion, played better than LeBron. I'm right now. I have the. I want the Celtics to win the series, of course, because I'm a Celtics fan. But I'm predicting that the Cavs will probably win game 2. But what the thing that I noticed is when you force LeBron to be a jumper, one thing is when LeBron has his jumper cooking, when he has that jumper cooking and he's getting to the rim, plus, because you know one thing about LeBron, he's always going to get his. All right, he did not get his tonight. If you force LeBron to be a jump shooter, that's one thing, because Cleveland, they played fantastic defense against Toronto in the second round, but tonight they went back to what they've always been. They've been a poor defensive team. But even before the trade deadline, when they got rid of Isaiah Thomas and D Rose and D Wade and all that, they still are a poor defensive team, and they've never been that strong. It's their weakest part of their it's the weakest part of that team, and Brad Stevens exposed that tonight. Um, and how that leads into when you force LeBron James to be a jump shooter, when you force him to take jump shots, take tough jumpers, and he's not making them, then it's gonna make it hard on the others, because then the others have to step up. All right, not only the Cavs are very hard to beat when J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, George Hill, Kevin Love, when they're getting theirs, it's a pretty hard team to beat. I'm not gonna lie, even though that team sucks at defense. Tonight they struggled. Everybody struggled. I don't know who had the most points on that team. It may have been LeBron, to be honest with you, but honestly, that whole team struggled on offense. Because one thing that is, when LeBron James is driving and he's getting to the rim, then the defense usually has to pay more attention on trying just to stop LeBron James, and that usually opens up for LeBron James to get to the free throw line and also to get easy assists, because he can just dish it to the quarters, get people like Kevin Love and J.R. Smith and Kyle Korver open for open threes in the quarter, which is something that Celtics have to worry about. I'm worried about this. LeBron James may find a way to do that in game 2. But tonight, they forced LeBron to be a jump shooter. They had different defenders on him. They didn't. One thing I liked is they didn't stay one. They didn't have just one defender. They didn't just have Marcus Morris guarding. They had Tatum was on him at times. They had Horford on him. They had Rozier. They had Smart and Morris. LeBron had about 5 different defenders, which LeBron had to attack them in different ways, and LeBron was just not successful doing that. Also, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown had like 18 in the first half, but Al Horford, I think he was the leading scorer for the Celtics. I believe he had 22 or 24 points. You know, and everybody contributed. It was a team effort. There was a bunch of players over double digits. Tatum got his, Rozier got his, Smart, Brown, Horford, Morris. Everybody played well, and it was pretty great to see. That would be basically the key takeaways I would take away from this game. Let me see if I can pull up the box office real quick, so I can actually give you guys the authentic numbers here. Though I got them. So Jason Tatum, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, on 6 for 11. Rozier, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. All right. So Rozier played well, 4 for 10. Marcus Morris had 21, 10 on 7 to 12 shooting. Jaylen Brown had 23, 8 and 1, 9 for 16. Horford had 24 and 6. Marcus Smart had the most off the C's bench with 9. So you can see almost all of the Celtics starters had at least 20. Almost all of them did. So pretty well, great team effort. Everyone getting his and hers. On the Cavs, Kevin Love led the team with 17 points. LeBron James was second with 15. But other than that, not a lot happened. But overall, very, very strong. Very, very strong game for the Celtics. Played well. There we go. Game 1 goes to the Celtics. What to watch for game 2 on Tuesday night on ESPN. What to watch for? Well, we got to watch out for LeBron James. As I said earlier in the review, LeBron James is known for having big, big, big games after getting blown out, after being down 0-1 in a series. So if LeBron, he may have a monster 30, 40-point game. Because one of the key takeaways, if LeBron does have at least over 30, Cavs aren't going to have that good, a chance to win. And the Celtics played him perfectly tonight. The key for the rest of the series is if the Celtics can limit LeBron for the rest of that series. If the Cavs get that performance out of LeBron James for the rest of the series, they'll win. All right, but the Celtics keep defending LeBron like they did tonight, keeping him from getting the 30, even having only scored 15 tonight. I found that absolutely astonishing. If they keep LeBron from doing that the rest of the series, I feel like the Celtics have a very, very good chance to win the series and advance to the NBA Finals. But it's only game 1. I know a lot of Celtics fans already thinking that the series is over. The series is nowhere close to over. I would love the Celtics to go to Cleveland up 2-0. But we'll have to see. It's all going to depend on what kind of LeBron we get in game 2. All right. And if the Celtics do go up 2-0, the series is not over because the Cavs could easily win 2 in Cleveland and tie the series. But we're not going to rush too much into that. We're just going to focus on game 2. Celtics are up 1-0, very strong. I know a lot of people saying, oh, Celtics are better without Kyrie. I don't think they are. I just feel like they're just very good at adjusting, like how they've adjusted to the Gordon Hayward injury. They went like 16-2 at the beginning of the season, and then adjusting to Kyrie's injury at the end of the season this year. And the way they played is very well balanced. I'm very proud of how the Celtics played tonight. Hopefully they continue to do that throughout the rest of the series, and maybe, just maybe, there's a chance we'll get them to the NBA Finals. If they do, that would be absolutely crazy. I don't know how I would react, but honestly, we're just going to focus on where we are right now. And yeah, Celtics defend home court. They continue to be undefeated in the playoffs. And good win to start off the Eastern Conference Finals. All right. That's about all I got for you guys today. I'll be back tomorrow night with a review of the Western Conference Finals game 1 between the Rockets and the Warriors in Houston. Until then, stay safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Peace.